In this video, I want to talk about how to do storytelling specifically for documentaries. So there are a ton of documentary type videos, and there's tons of faceless channels out there who need script writers for documentaries. And all of these documentaries are mainly story based, and they follow a 3x structure, which starts with the setup. So that's the introduction, that's the hook, that's establishing stakes, right? What's going to be happen if this guy achieves this or if he doesn't achieve this, and why you should watch this video. So setup is basically the hook. Act two is confrontation. So that's challenges, conflicts, obstacles that the subject will face, and there's a story behind that, right? And then you develop the story. And Act three, which is the last, is the resolution. So which is the climax or conclusion, and then within that there will be tension, suspense, foreshadowing, right? You're foreshadowing what's going to happen next, and the cliffhangers. And yeah, when you're writing these documentaries, one of the things that you really want to think about is how can you humanize your subjects. So people will like to watch documentary and people will like watching stories because the characters are relatable, right? If the character isn't relatable, then you won't really like them. That's why humans like to watch stories about other humans, not stories about aliens. Even stories about aliens, like in Star Wars or in Star Trek, a lot of the characters do have human characteristics. So whenever you watch a story or whenever you listen to a story, whenever you read a story, the main characters that you like are human. They are relatable, right? They have motivations and desires. They have a backstory. They have flaws and strengths. So you 100% want to frame the character as someone who is likable. In one of the books that I've read, it's called Save the Cat. Basically, what it says is that in a movie, you want the character to do something good within the first 5 minutes, right? Like, for example, saving a cat from a tree, right? So if you see someone in a movie save a cat from a tree, then you'll like them a lot more because they have done something good. You have a reason. You have the reason to root for them, and the same, and the exact same goes for all of the YouTube videos. YouTube videos are basically movies, but posted on YouTube, right? And in a different format. So you definitely want to follow that principle whenever you're writing these documentaries. You want these characters to have something going for them, and you want them to be someone that you can root for. Okay, and then you're engaging interviews and narration. So there must be emotional depth, right? There must be authentic voices when you find clips, and then you also want to build conflict and overcome obstacles, right? You want to build internal conflict within the characters, so the characters like has certain struggles and dilemmas, right? They have obstacles, there's tension, there's rising stakes, unexpected twists, and then there's the visual storytelling aspect of it, right? Looking at footage, looking at whatever clips, whatever B-roll that you can find, and then you directing in the script the mood and tone, cinematography, and the pacing and the rhythm of the script. So all of these are kind of stuff that you will get with experience of writing a lot of these documentary scripts, writing it, getting feedback from the community. But when you're writing them, you do want to take note of all of this, and all of these storytelling structures is something that in theory is something that I can explain, and something that I have explained, but you mostly want to understand and get better at them through repetition, right? And through putting in a ton of reps into writing a lot of these scripts. So, and one last bonus tip that I want to leave with you is so but, not and then. Whenever you write any story, each story is effective if you go from one point to another to another to another with so and but. So this guy did this, so this happened, but this happened, so there's this kind of obstacle. So means that there's a reasoning to go from this guy doing this to that, and but means there's some sort of obstacle. When you so and but, the story becomes a lot more interesting, and this applies to all documentaries and perhaps all YouTube videos, but more so documentaries, because documentaries are very story based driven. And then it's not and then, right? Because when you use this happened and then this happened and then this happened and then this happened, it's kind of a boring story, right? The best stories have a logical reasoning behind it, right? This happens, so this happens, but this happens. So really, when you're editing your script or whenever you're writing the script, you want to ask yourself: is section one, section two a so, or is it and then, or is it a but, or is it an and then? So if your whole script is a so but, the script tends to sound a lot smoother. The points tend to flow better from one point to another. But if it's an and then it's not too effective. So yeah, there you go.